Good morning. It's Monday, March 9th, and that means two things. I missed last week. I was not feeling well and had a hard drive issue because nothing rains if it doesn't pour. But I want to say that probably won't happen again for a few weeks at least. Otherwise, it's time for the Lighting Bulletin. Pound for pound, the best source for lighting news in the entire industry. Let's get into it because the U.S. Department of Energy has taken control over the Energy Star program. The Energy Efficiency Labeling Group, which only covers one lighting product type, will no longer be overseen by the EPA. PQL has recalled nearly 200,000 high bays, both 2 and 4 foot fixtures sold between 2016 and mid 2025, all represent a fire risk. Ushio has completed their buyout of AMS Osram's entertainment and industry lighting business unit. That deal officially closed last week. Sonepar has bought Shaw Supply. They're a full-line electrical distributor in Kansas City, Missouri. No details on price or personnel. LumiLEDs will be closing their San Jose, California facility. The last 24 employees at that location will be out of work on May 1st. Free Lighting makes a recovery plan public. They have a new long-term manufacturing agreement, which means they can spend a lot of time reassuring their partners. Ross Northwest Water Gardens has launched a new lighting brand. They're a landscape designer, but they've brought their exterior lighting in-house. We have Resolution Minerals buying Johnson Creek Tungsten and Antimony. This is a mine, a mill, and 2,000 tons of stockpiled ore. Omnicable is adding 3 territories to their DSI Southwest deal. Signify's share buyback program continues with 126,776 shares bought back at an average of 20.11 euros apiece. Wesco has announced a dividend of 50 cents per share this quarter. The province of British Columbia, Canada, ended daylight saving time today. This is their last time change. Good on them. Davco Electrical has formally retracted a press release that was titled Surgeon School Electrical and Sports Lighting Project Planning, which is weird because we're going to get to a surge in school and sports lighting project planning later on in this episode. SLL, the Society of Light and Lighting, has published a fact file on plastic diffusers and fire safety, which has new suggestions for products to improve their overall not burning down your house qualities. Ansel has showed off their first ever modular fire downlight. I don't know if we needed a modular fire downlight, but it's cool. Adam Westmoreland is now the VP of Sales and Marketing at ALP. Lauren Dandridge has been appointed to lead strategic partnerships and brand development at Lynx. EWO USA has picked Mike Shea as VP of Sales. Faye Robinson has been picked as the Senior Sales Manager at Lightform. We have new leadership at RSA Engineering. Edison Report has named their Lifetime Achievement Awards recipients for the year. 20 people have won the 2025-26 Silhouette Awards. And over at WAC, Wang has won the Icon Award. You should follow us on LinkedIn. Link in the description because we have a new blog where I recommend articles you should read. Legrand has named their Marketers of the Year. The full list has been announced online. Glamox has won a new U.S. Navy contract, specifically lighting the USNS James D. Fairbanks towing salvage and rescue vessel. NEMRA is calling for better POS reporting with a new internal study showing that compensation needs better tracking at point of sale. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives has opened their 3rd shop. This is in the Boston South Shore. The Dark Awards has announced their shortlist. Winners in 6 categories will be named on the 30th of April. A solar light that was not certified by any safety group was bought on Amazon, and it burned down an entire house in Tennessee. E.B. Horseman and Sons has funded scholarships through the EFC this year. Leadvance is celebrating 10 years with a publicity campaign. Because I know when I was 10 years old, what I really wanted for my 10th birthday was a publicity campaign. Incinerator, maker of things that grind your garbage into tiny pieces, has added a new LED to their system. This is a partnership with Viv LED that uses non UV 405 nanometer lights to cut odors. This is a new antimicrobial tech finding its way into your kitchen. Yours, not mine. Carburetors are banned in my city. On the tariff tracker, Northwest LED has reported in paying $22,000 more in tariffs in 2025 compared to 2024. Chinese factory activity is down for the second month in a row. Canada and Australia have signed a new trade agreement on critical minerals. Minerals, yes, sorry. A federal judge has forced the commerce section to offer refunds for tariffs, and U.S. states have begun lawsuits to block the next round of tariffs. In events news, Leducation is adding designer hours, 2 hours on Tuesday morning, if you're interested in that opportunity. WAC is expanding its webinar series with new CEUs in partnership with the Light and Health Research Center. Wild will start paying members to attend events, specifically students and emerging professionals in the Women in Lighting Design organization may get their passes paid for them. In lighting controls, GLA has published a paper on standby power and lighting systems. This is a new doc for control systems. Everybody just hacks every smart camera now. If it's connected to the internet, someone's hacking it. Iran, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, the Dutch. It's just how we do intel. Govey has partnered with IDC to produce a white paper on the next era of smart lighting, transforming daily life with colors. This smart water bottle will tell your phone when you need to drink, and reviewers on Amazon seem to think this is not a stupid product. Schneider Electric Canada has opened its new HQ. It's in Milton. Bridgelux has partnered with Kasambi with new controls for Bluetooth lighting, and ABBYY has added 22 patents to their portfolio, all related to AI for building automation. In R&D, MSU has published a paper on cat-centric lighting, specifically calling for CCT and brightness timing to reduce stress in shelter cats. We have a new polymer for holograms using D-sorbitol as a plasticizer to improve recording quality. Light boosts heat tolerance and releases serotonin in roundworms. Roundworms don't have eyes. It's been 350 years since Romer determined the speed of light, and his method still holds up. Ish. He's using observations of changes in brightness from the moons of Jupiter, and he calculates C to plus or minus 10%, which I couldn't do. I couldn't do that. Certainly not 350 years ago, that's for sure. I just count on someone to tell me what C is. And a UN report to the Security Council estimates that demand for rare earths will triple before 2030 and quadruple by 2040. In light pollution, the Universidad Militar Nueva Granada has published a new plan to help shift rotations at sea. British Standards Institute has proposed a new space junk policy. Southeast University of Nanjing has new control policies for illuminated signs. And VDE has partnered with Dark Sky International for product certification. Light pollution is probably, possibly, maybe a behavioral influence in fauna in Oslo. Dark Sky International has published an open letter to SpaceX directly to call out their 1 million satellite plan, which would be bad. Parks in Shenzhen are going dark for spring migration season. We have a new awareness campaign for migration season in Texas and also Toronto, Canada. We have a £250,000 in grants for the Northumberland coast lighting. Florida's Fish and Wildlife Commission is raising awareness for bat safety. Arcata, California has set new light pollution rules. The Rangeley Heritage Trust has created a new Friends for Western Maine Dark Skies. Fenwick Island is updating their lighting rules yet again. In Wales, the town of Powys will be dimming street lighting. Buellton, California is moving ahead on a new lighting ordinance. We have Spotlight Cumbria, South Carolina plans drawing complaints for light pollution. In Glenn, Georgia, they are failing to update a zoning and lighting rule. They're stuck with what they have right now. In Lynn County, Iowa, they have set new lighting rules for data centers, and thousands are preparing to protest a Department of Homeland Security infrastructure project going through Big Bend National Park. Winton, Queensland, Australia has secured dark sky status. Des Moines has approved night golf over complaints. We have a new observatory going up in Galloway, Scotland. Holy Hills in India is adding a dark sky park. Guerja in Malta has set new darkness legislation. And Ely, Minnesota is prepping for their Dark Sky Festival. That's March 19th to 22nd. Horticulturally speaking, Black Dog LED is now offering patent licenses of their systems, and Grocer is launching a new philanthropic initiative in Canada. Copper thieves have hit Manatee County, Florida, as well as Fort Myers, Florida beaches. In local updates, we have new grants for Illinois water treatment facilities, including lighting upgrades. Oregon has updated its energy code. Anchorage, Alaska is beginning a pedestrian safety blitz. Stockton, California is switching their streetlights to solar power. 72 Wisconsin school districts need more funds for infrastructure. Louisville, Kentucky is adding lights to its school bus stops. Clark County, Nevada schools need $15 billion in infrastructure work. Union Station in D.C. has begun their new lighting project. The Mississippi Department of Transportation is adding highway lighting in and around Jackson. We have a new energy program going ahead in Sudbury, Ontario. We have upgrades going ahead across municipal spaces. That's courts, offices, schools in Lakewood, California. Huntsville, Alabama is planning $30 million in sidewalk and bike lane projects. We have $10 million going ahead for parks in Lindsay, California. We have a new lighting for Little League parks in Corpus Christi, Texas. We have new lighting in Tampa, Florida, in the parks and their sports complexes. We have new trails and lighting going ahead in Redding, California. We have new benches, new lighting going up in the Fort Wayne, Indiana wetlands. The National Golf Club of Westchester, New York, has been closed for a number of health violations, including inadequate lighting. Fort Wayne, Indiana Zoo has begun their Lantern Festival for the spring. Ditto Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. Internationally, Narudika has launched a new consumer education project in the UK for energy, and Helmond in the Netherlands is testing luminous road markings. In sports reports, the Azteca Stadium is rushing to upgrade their lighting system ahead of the World Cup, and the University of Massachusetts, University of Connecticut hockey playoff game had to stop in overtime due to lighting issues. In stuff that's weird that I think is cool, we have a documentary discussing Red Bull's Tetris in the Sky project that use illuminated drones to play Tetris at night in the sky. Over Cape Canaveral, jellyfish clouds have been spotted. These are luminous clouds related to rocket launches, and you can make an LED strip clock. Another thing you can make, this is a guy on Instagram in Thailand, he was able to use an LED ring that spins to recreate the King of Hearts projection from classic anime series Mobile Fighter G Gundam. That's right, his hand glows with an awesome power, and its loud roar tells it to defeat you. I've been Scott Wachter. I want to thank you for your time, your attention, and leaving a rating or review on this podcast, because it really needs that to go ahead right now. Otherwise, enjoy your week. See ya.